Okay, so hello, Eric.
Hi.
So what we at our school is we made our website start teaching students. We can teach students on our website. We recorded our content and we made some quizzes that the website marks automatically on its own. And also we structured it in a way that because we didn't know what this situation was going to bring, so we assumed that everybody will be on lockdown. So we made the content in such a way that it was self-releasing. It locks and unlocks whenever the due date falls. So for example, if a child learns a topic today in mathematics, they won't go to the next one until maybe a day or two later, because we know children can
Oh,
open up everything and say, I'm done, but then they haven't learned anything. So we assume that in case nobody was allowed to come to work, the child would still learn at home and the system would control the drips. It's a drip
oh,
system. So it would release the work slowly and the child would have to go online and then just check which subject has released a lesson on that particular day. So also
that's
this
great.
allowed us to give them to assume that there'll be a weekend somewhere or a long weekend. We had Easter somewhere. So we wanted to assume that there'll be time for family. So we're doing some subjects would have 3 to 4 days without any work, and then they'll get back to it. But the work covered up to 30 days, in fact, up to like 21 days, because our tuition program's about 3 weeks. So it had that work. And also we took into account that this was a new experience. So we tried as much as possible to make it as flexible as possible. Then
How
the
many
other one I did,
how many
yeah,
subjects are you
actually,
offering using your platform?
we did grade 7, 9, and 12, and we covered all the subjects that we teach. So grade 12, we're going up to about 16 subjects, which was a mammoth task. It was crazy. I couldn't even believe we did that
Yeah,
in a short period of time. And then grade 7, we have about 7, 6, but all these had so many topics. So I just finished winding up on the last, like tying the notes last week. And yeah, so those that started on it's for 30 days no matter when you start. So those that started on the 1st, it still gives them time to finish up to the 1st of May. Those that started on the 10th will finish on the 10th of May. So that's how we set it up. It was crazy, it was so hard, but it was worth it. Then the other
okay.
one I did two
Yes.
websites. The other website I did was just my private time. I wanted to help those that wanted to practice more of maths only. So it's literally maths. And then what happens is the students logs in and then they just see some exercises. They can download those and then check out the answers and see if they got it right. That one is just free. And I just post stuff whenever I have time. So then I'm just helping somebody who is struggling with accessing some of this work. And maths is about practice. So just exposing them to a
Exactly.
number of questions. Yeah.
Yeah, now, thank you. Now, since Eric has joined us, probably we are going to see another platform called Microsoft Teams. It's
Yeah.
a very good collaborative platform where you can even do what you are talking about, but it's more, there's also Skype sessions. You can do that with your
Okay.
students, more or less like a classroom. That's why Microsoft Teams, you will see after we learn, probably as you'll be doing your website, you can also integrate it in Microsoft Teams. And you
Okay.
will see how effective it will be. Eric, it's your
Yes.
turn now. You don't want to waste much of your time.
Oh yes. No. I was learning as well because I'm looking forward to doing the website as well. I'm just interested in everything that flies around, and that will help the learners. And I'm so
Yeah.
happy, Matilda, that you've just given me the snippet of what you are doing through your website, and I'm quite happy. And I wish we could extend this program and talk about such things maybe tomorrow, so that you can take this
Yeah.
platform and specifically orientate us on how you are doing it and how it is beneficial for learners. Because for now, I'm just curious and I want to learn more, and now it's my turn. Afternoon all. My name is Masweneng Mokolwane Eric. I am from Panama Village in Sekhukhune East District, Limpopo Province, South Africa. So I'll be taking you through an orientation into Microsoft Teams. And Microsoft Teams it's part of 365 or Office 365. And teams are a group of people brought together for work, for project, and for common interest. Now, within the groups, there are channels, and each channel is built around a topic, like maybe you can talk about your subject, or you can just simply give your team the name of your class. And as such, the channels, it's where you are hosting or holding meeting and have conversations. And you can also use channel to share files together. That is where we collaborate. I'm still going to give you the presentation. I'm just giving you the introduction. Now, let me just, before we start with the presentation, give you the benefits of using Microsoft Teams. So within Microsoft Teams, we are able to integrate it with other Office 365 apps. So those apps that are embedded within the Office 365 can also be used. Within Microsoft Teams, you can share and collaborate in real time, like we are doing right now. We can store attachments within chats and channels. We can use group work activity, or it simplifies group work. We can make visual meeting spaces where we speak face to face like we are doing now in different places. And we can use Microsoft Teams to build what? Best friends for groups, for projects and others, like I've just mentioned. Now let me just share you my presentation, my actual presentation from the Microsoft Teams, that which I think is worth sharing, and I believe that it will help and assist us moving forward as educators. Are you now able to see my screen?
No, can you share it?
Yeah, I'm still, I've already shared it. It will just come through.
Okay.
I hope it is coming through.
As you are waiting for it to pop on the screen, how are you doing your lessons, Eric, with your students? We have just said from Matilda.
Yes.
I went through their platform, I checked through, and it's a lovely platform. Yes. And that's why I called her on board. And probably there's another project we're going to share together to see how we can collaborate.
Yes.
It's a very good project that they are doing, and I know our students are enjoying a lot, actually.
Yes, I am using the Edulastic app, where I am sending the activities to my learners. And the best advantages of Edulastic is that you get the report immediately after the learner has finished his or her project. And you're also able to do item analysis, because you will be able to identify where your learners are not doing it right and where they are benefiting the most. And Edulastic, I'm sorry to say Microsoft, Edulastic gives you the opportunity to identify each and every item, every step that the learner has taken, and it also helps you to see how your class has performed. It gives you the average of every learner and of the whole class. So Edulastic is, because I'm sorry, Microsoft Teams is in my head. So Edulastic is one of the advantage tools that we can learn through. And I think it also needs a class so that we can collaborate again and talk about it. So so that we can learn how we share the lessons in the same way as my sister Matilda is doing. And then has the presentation appeared? Welcome, Olga.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So has the presentation appeared?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Now, I'll just take you step by step. I'll be very soft so that I could be able to make everyone understand. And after doing this, I will just go straight to Microsoft Teams so that we'll learn every step of the way on how it is done. But now I'm just going to give you these notes that were prepared by Microsoft Educator Center for Microsoft Teams. Can I take this call? It's important. I'm expecting a visitor now.
Okay.
Yes, doctor. Hello. Legay. Okay. All right. Legaba metsotso me kae away. Le mo graveleng. Eric romela motho ka re ke be ke sa le mo moeng ke trainer barutiši ko ba mmalwa mo ke kgone go dira. Ke tla romela ngwana ge shuka mo pateng. Ba re ke mo training gona jalo ke online ke na le barutiši ba go tswa go Zambia. All right. Let me send my younger brother to wait for the visitor. A doctor is coming through. Fredo. Alfredo.
Maybe we can hear something from, is it Mr. Piri? Chiza Piri.
Location.
What do you do?
Location.
Eric.
Right, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm expecting a doctor that is coming through, and then it's on the way coming. So I'm just sorry for that. And let me just continue, even though they'll call, but I've given them the location so that they can arrive in the house safely. All right.
All right.
Now I will take you, we will do the bottom-up approach. I will start from the inside of the team, and I'll go, at the end, I'll come at where you are going to log in. Now, let us look at the class teams. The class team provide, I'll just go through, you'll read with me. The class team provides special capabilities tailored for teaching and learning. So now, this Microsoft team is tailored for learning and teaching. You are using it for learning and teaching. Hence, you can collaborate with other educators. So let us just go to where my cursor is. Can you be able to see where my cursor is?
Yes.
All right. Now, I'll start from the left side, hand side. Every team has a channel. And I said to you in the introduction that a channel is where you are chatting, where you are making call, where you are able to share some files with your learners. But the team is a group that you have created, and the channel is the area at which you are sharing your file, you are communicating, or you are chatting with your learners or your teammates. Now, you are going to click one to see the files and the conversation about that topic. Remember, the topic is what you have chosen as the name of your channel or the name of your team, or class unit, or week in the course. You can even have private channels for group projects. So now, you can create a number of channels depending on the need of what you want to do, or on the need of your learners, or on the need of your staff. One of the advantages of Microsoft Teams is that you can create it for every department within your work field or within your school, and accommodate them within your team. Now, let us go where my cursor is flickering, and it says add channels and manage your team. So you can change team settings, add members to the class or team, and add channels. So now on the team setting, this is where you are going to manage your team to make sure that the participants or the members of your team do not tamper with the settings of your team. So you are going to stop them from making changes in the team or inside the team. So this is an advantage in the sense that no one will remove the files, no one will take away the apps that you are using, because anyone can tamper with your files or with your settings if you did not prevent them from setting it. I'm going to show you when we move forward. Now, here is what? Open Class Notebook. Now, Class Notebook is a digital binder you can use in your class to take notes and collaborate. So in this class notebook, this is where you are going to take notes, write some notes, and collaborate with others. So this gives you the advantage and the benefit of making collaboration, and at the same time, being able to share some notes with your learners. And the other one is open and assignments or grades. So with Microsoft Teams, you are able to set assignments. You are able to set some grades for the assignments. So this is an advantage in the sense that once there are applications that are embedded within the Office 365, then you are able to integrate them so that they will be able to grade your learners' performance after they have written their assignments. So in this slot of assignments, this is where assignments will allow your learners or educators to create, to be able to write, and in this sense is for educators, where you are able to create the assignments for your learners so that students will be able to respond to and to be able to be graded after the lesson has been presented or after the learner has written the work. So let me take you down to the right, to the extreme right. So within the extreme right, there is this add button. Since I said I'll start from the bottom up, so there is add tab. Within the add tab, you explore and pin applications, any application that is embedded within the 365 Office, or any tool, or any document that you feel it is enriching, or that you feel can enrich your class. That is where you can add it. So it allows you, or it gives you the opportunity to add anything that you feel it's worth adding for your class. I'll take you back to the extreme left again, so that we'll be able to get through. Remember that I'm using the PDF document. I'm not using PowerPoint. I'm using the PDF document so that I would stick on what Microsoft Office wants us to do. Now, on the other one, you see there is activity here. That is the Microsoft Team page. There is chat, there is Teams, there is assignment that which you can create, and there is calls where you can call the members within. There is files that you have added that can be found here, and there is also find personal apps. These are the apps that you have added or that you might have added within your team. Now on the view and organize your teams, you click here to see your team and drag the team cells around to reorder them. So you can reorder your team at any time, how you prioritize them. And now on the find personal apps, you can click to find and manage your personal apps. So this is an advantage. Once you click here, that is where you add and find the apps.
Eric, just a minute.
Yes.
Can other colleagues of ours, please, can you mute your microphone so that we can hear what he's saying? Then afterwards, if you want to ask questions, then you can unmute our microphones. Thank you. Can you continue?
All right. Now, right on the bottom left of our Microsoft Team page, there is this knob for apps. So this icon for apps is where you are launching apps to browse or search apps that you can add or that you have added on your team. So now there are a number of apps that are embedded within Microsoft Teams. So you explore them by clicking on this icon that is written apps. And remember that not every app is suitable for your class. You can only use apps that you feel they are important for your class or for integrating within your lessons. Is it making sense, good people?
Yes.
Normally when I teach, I will say, is it making sense, good people? That is how I teach my learners. Now, now Class Team provides, I'm on the second page. Class Team provides special capabilities tailored for teaching and learning. That is what we've done. And I'll go down. On the left side, every team has a channel. That is what I've spoken about, but I'll elaborate. It's an extension of what I said earlier on. So you'd want to see the files and conversations about the topic, the class unit, or week in the course. You can even have private channels for group projects. And one of the advantages here, good people, is that you can have private channels or private conversations with your teammates or with your team members. So that is one of the advantages. In the same way as we are using WhatsApp, in the same way as we are using Facebook. So the applications within are relative to what we learn from other applications such as Skype, such as Zoom as well. But the most benefiting part about Teams is that learners can go and find everything within, even after the lesson, even after the team, even tomorrow or days after. The files will still remain there as long as the learner or the teammate is still part of the team. Now, I'll move through to the other one so that I can take you to the actual team page so that we can practice. Now, there is the other one down here. Find and format your team. It has just run. I'm trying to scroll through. It's not easy to control it. I'm trying to scroll through. When it has reached to the end, it will just move on to the second page. I want this. Yeah. Find your message. Format your message? Can you see this? Format your message? Yes. On the format, in the same way as you are using your PowerPoint, you format your PowerPoint presentation, in the same way as you format your Microsoft Office presentation. So this is the same thing that you apply in the Microsoft Teams. So you are now going to add subjects, you format your text, you convert the message to an announcement, post across multiple teams or control who can reply and more. Now, within the teams, you can also control as to who should reply and who should not. That is the advantage of being so autonomous as the chairperson or as the one who has created the team. Let me take you to the extreme left, right. Now, can you see this? There are three dots that are, in English, we refer to them as ellipses, but in every social media platform, that is where you add more files or you add more apps or you add more or you edit your message. So now, on this one, it's add more messaging options. So you click here to add new messaging capabilities, like pause, like praise, and more to enrich the classroom discussion. So now, within this, when the video is on, I'll show you, this is where you can also add or record your video, whilst in the same way as we are doing in the Microsoft, in the Zoom and in the Skype presentations. Now, with regard to the share files, it is the same way as this one. It is the same way as we are using in any social media platforms. That is where you share files, you let class members view a file or work on it together. So now once you have added the file or you've attached the file in the team, so members can see it all together. Members can reply all together as long as you have given your members the permission to reply to the message you have written or to comment on the file you have added or to do anything after all. Now, let's look at this one. Start a discussion with the class. So this is where you are adding your message. Especially you see this in Facebook, in Skype, in Zoom. So this is the chat platform where you can send your messages. So once you are here, then you are able to type and format your message. So you communicate. This is the area where you communicate with the team members. This is the area where you create some announcement and add some files. And the most fascinating thing about it is that you can create and add more files, the emojis, the GIFs, and the likes. Hello, doctor. Ramatlala.
Okay, as you are waiting for Eric to communicate with his doctor, please, Matilda, you can continue what you are saying about your project. Then after that, Brother Chiza will coming and Auga Shange will come and
about my project, which one? The second one with maths?
Yes.
Okay, so the second one with maths, I basically just made, that one was a very simple website. I just made it and I just put maths exercises for grades 10 to 12. So that they go there and then they find the work, they try it out, and they check out the answers, how the answers were arrived at. So basically,
Brother Eric, can you move? Brother Eric, can you move first?
Maybe if he mutes his mic.
I think so. Let me try to mute. I'm able to do that. You see, with the one goodness about Skype, you are able to mute people's. My brother.
I'm sorry. The meeting is interrupted by the appointment I'm having with my doctor.
Okay, so we are saying, if you are going, what you should be doing, yes, maybe you mute your microphone. We continue discussing, then you come and join us. That will be better.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Now, because I've wasted time, let me take you to the actual Microsoft team. I'm going to stop sharing this document so that I can share the actual Microsoft Teams. Just bear with me for a moment. It is coming through. Has it appeared?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Now, this is the actual team that I was talking about. I'll take you through. So once you, let me just take you through. You just go to Google. You type Microsoft Teams. And once you type it, it will appear. And it will say, download the app. So you'll download the app. And once you download the app, it will automatically install in your computer. So once you've downloaded it and you've installed it, then this is the page of Microsoft Teams. This is how it looks like. So now, I'll take you through. The first one is activity. The second one is chat. The third one is Teams. The fourth one is course. The fifth one is files. So in the same way they appeared. So I will take you step by step. Now, on the activity chart, the activity tells us or records everything that you have been doing throughout the teams. So be it the message, be it the chats that the team members had within the team, or be it the documents or the files you shared with your learners, or any video you've shared with your learners or your teammates. That is where you find it. It's a record of the now. Most options. I can use this one. So once you click here on my email, then this is where you are going to create. Can you see this one? So now you can create, you invite someone, and you can only invite that person through their email address. So once you invite, create this by their email address, then you can definitely.
Let us try a sample. Can you invite me so that I can they can see what normally happens?
Yes. Can you give me your Your email address.
MU
MU
TU
TU
ZANA
ZANA
at gmail.com.
at gmail.com. So now, is the spelling correct?
No. Can you remove the I? It's MUTU.
Mutuzana.
Yes.
All right. Can you see this? Then once you click underneath, you can add as many email addresses as you can, because there's also add more here down here. Then you simply send an invite. So once I've sent you, automatically, it just sent you the email. It will give you option to download and become member of the team. So once you've responded to, then you close. I've sent you and I close. So once you respond to it, you are now automatically a member of the team. And I'm going to say, add you as member of my team. Let me show you. I'm just going to add you here. Can you see I'm clicking on Sekhukhune East District?
Yes.
Yes. So now, can you see where my mouse is?
Yes.
Can you see my mouse? Yes. Open people's pane. Can you see this? It's open people's pane. Then I'm going to, I'm going to add you automatically. So it will show members. So once it shows members, it's very slow. Then I go down here. Can you see it says add members? Can you see that? So these are members of my team. Then now I'm clicking here. Because I've sent you email, it will automatically respond to you. It will know you automatically. Let me just go through. It's very easy, like any social media platform. Now, it has arrived to this page, add members to Sekhukhune East District Educators. Then I'm just going to say Mutuzana at gmail.com. And you will appear. Can you see you've just appeared? I did not finish typing it, but your name appears because I've already sent you an invitation. Now I'm clicking on you and it will say add. So can you see the add button? So you simply add, and automatically by adding, you are now a member of my team. You can see my communication with my team or everything, and you can take part. It is very easy. It's very user-friendly. I think we don't have enough time. Can I go to question, because I saw that we are having a few minutes left?
Yes, go.
All right. There is something that I want to show you down here. Can you see here?
Yes.
Yes. This is where you are meeting with your learners through video. So let me just click here. And once you click here, it will definitely take you to a video like we are doing now, but it cannot show because I am busy using the webcam from my laptop. It can't show me now. So you simply go to Meet Now. So once you go to Meet Now, the face will appear in the same way as you open your Skype or you open your Zoom. You'll appear and people will automatically find you in the meeting and they will join. That is how it is happening. I mean, it operates. And within that, you can add files, you can add everything. So learners can communicate to you even after your lesson, and they can leave message so that you can respond even tomorrow. So it's user-friendly. Let me just go to questions so that I can save time, because I can see that we are left with a few minutes. All right, if there is no question, let me take you to how to join or create a team. Let me show you how
Brother Eric.
Oh yes, sister.
You know, the challenge that we have now is most of the social media obviously uses data. Yes. And that's the question. Yeah, do the kids need data to be able to operate or to be able to work with this Microsoft Teams?
Yes, they need data. That's the disadvantage that we are having, because once you are using technology applications, money also talks. So, and this becomes much of a problem to an extent that I am teaching in rural areas. I'm not able to teach all of my learners. I'm only teaching few because of data. So that is the problem, and that is the challenge.
Okay, no, it's fine.
All right, I wanted to take, yes.
Maybe just for us, what we're doing is we're trying to find a way that we we kind of, all those that sign up with us will handle the data part, because we know that children are in a habit of giving excuses for whatever reason, some of them so that they don't have to learn. And so we're trying to find a way where we work from the back end and sort out that data issue, where we bear the burden and the child accesses it for free. But the beauty is because it's a website, so that helps us a bit more. So for me, my question would be, can this also be embedded in a website if we're to do Microsoft Teams? Or does it have to be, you know, I don't know how, if I'm coming out here.
You can share a link of your website. I think maybe let him finish. Maybe as we are in Zambia, we can see how we can do it, so that we don't want to waste this time. We can share a link so that you be able to go straight to your website.
Yes.
Okay. Let me share the link.
Yes, you can share link to your website right inside the Teams, because as long as, remember, the team is part of the Office 365. So everything that is embedded within the Office 365, then it can be added. So if it is not within the Office